Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, we're a family of 4, travelling around New Zealand in a DIY tiny home that I somehow managed to build without it falling apart. And to all our regulars, cheers for coming back, we really appreciate it. We've been having an absolute blast exploring our own backyard, cruising the country with our 2 kids, Hunter and Lila. And I'm Kane, and my partner in crime is my wife, Nikki. This time we're heading further into the far north, chasing some sunshine and checking out those picture-perfect bays and beaches. Our spot for this episode is the Otamure Dock Beach Camp at Whananaki North, which is just outside of Whangarei. It's one of those places where you instantly think, yep, I could stay here forever. So it's a stunning day today. We woke to a stunning morning, and I'm heading out in the boat. We never got any fish last night with Lila, so I'm heading out. I'm going to go around the corner there, and we need some fish for breakfast, lunch and dinner. No, we're pretty low on fish, so yeah, need to get a feed of fish. Pretty cool. So this is Elizabeth Reef. So we've had a bit of swell, so it stirred it all up and close, as you might have seen last night with Lila. But so yeah, hopefully out here we'll get a bit better chance of getting a feed. Kids boogie board for my float. Everything's got to be multi-purpose when you're on the road, so I'll just use that. Cool, there's a big school of blue mau down here under the boat, so they're actually very good eating. They're a nice safety. I'll get a few of those, and then basically the pressure's off. That's a feed. If we get a snapper or a kingy, that'll be a big bonus. So yeah, might do a blue mau. Sweet, blue mau straight on the ice, keep it real fresh. As you can see, they're not a huge fish, so I've got to pick through and look for the very biggest one before I pull the trigger. But they're actually pretty good eating, so yeah, lucky last. That's 4, so that's enough for dinner. Now I can just go and enjoy myself, and if I get a snapper or a kingy, then that's a bonus. Cool. Now here's a hot tip. One of the easiest way to find snapper is to crack open a few kinna, or sea urchins, and leave them lying behind a rock or a ledge. Give it 10 or 15 minutes, sneak back, and if you're lucky, a snapper has rocked up for a feed. Basically, it's like setting up a McDonald's drive-through underwater. The blue mau were everywhere, following me around like curious little puppies. I was stoked to land the first snapper of the day. Not a monster, but definitely enough for dinner. Plus, it's one of Nikki's favourites, so I earned myself a few brownie points there. Oh, bloody awesome. I've got a good legal snapper there, so not huge, but definitely big enough. I checked one more burley spot before heading back to the boat, and sure enough, another snapper had come in. But I blew it, completely missed the shot. And just as I'm reloading my gun, out of the gloom comes a shark. And yep, it grabbed the only snapper I had. Gutted, doesn't even cover it. Talk about salting the wounds. So I've lost my brownie points with Nikki now.
Fuck, I lost my bloody snapper. Bloody sharks. I thought, I haven't seen a shark. I'll just quickly check out this other burley, get back to the boat. Pretty quick, eh? He was probably following me around the whole time.
There you go, blue mau for dinner.
Nice. Good work. Did you also get a snapper, I hear?
Well, somebody else wanted it more than me.
Oh, who was that?
Mr.
A bronzy?
Mr. Bronzy, yeah.
Oh dear. Oh well, this will be nice.
So we've just come around to Whananaki North, and there's a swing bridge, there's a footbridge here that's the longest in the southern hemisphere that we're going to go and check out.
See if you can find it.
Back on dry land, we took a wander across the Whananaki footbridge. It's 395 metres long, the longest footbridge in the southern hemisphere. And it links South Whananaki to North Whananaki. And it's a bit of a trek. But the reward at the end is an ice cream from the local store. And that, my friends, is how you motivate kids to walk nearly 400 metres. Pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool, eh?
Its construction enabled children living in Whananaki South to attend school in Whananaki North. Previously, the school teacher rowed a boat across the estuary twice a day to ferry the children across. The original Kānuku bridge piles were replaced in the 1960s with treated pine piles. So we were right. They do use it to go to school.
Cool. Found a track which is part of the Aotearoa trail, and it goes up and around this estuary for a bit, so we're just going to have a little walk along here. Nikki's not worried about the walk, she just wants to find creepy crawlies.
Looks like a jungle gym. Little lights?
No.
He's cute.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Rare little teal. So we're just chilling out here at the local dairy, having an ice block. Hunter's got this new taste sensation going on.
Tangy sticks and slushy.
So you dip the tangy stick into the slushy.
Yeah.
Is it good, eh?
Yeah.
We were lucky with the weather too. Sunny skies the whole way. Lila even made friends with the local ducks, which was pretty cute.
They're all girl ducks. Oh, we didn't need to get that, was it?
To be honest, we thought we'd bump into more kids on the road, but it hardly ever happens. Hunter's really been missing his mates and team sports, so the ducks had to fill in. Not quite soccer, but Hey, they're great listeners.
What are their names, Lila?
So tonight Nikki is doing this blue mau mau into fish parcels. So basically the fish on a bed of mayonnaise and butter with tomato, cheese, red onion and a bit of garlic, and then we pop it in our oven. So because we don't have the fire going in the summer, we've got this little oven that sits on top of our cooker. We just put the fish in there. We've already got some kumara in there going to town. And yeah, the temperature's looking good. Big reveal.
Oh.
Nice, nice,
See what
nice.
that tastes like.
There we go, fish parcels. Blue mau mau fish parcels. And finishing it all off with fresh mau mau while watching the sunset. Honestly, it doesn't get much better than that. The rest of our days were packed with beach walks, a bit of boating, the odd dive. Honestly, it doesn't get much better than that. The perfect way to wrap up before packing up and hitting the road again. Well, we've had an awesome stay here at Otamure. Kids' time out in the boat, diving. We did plenty of diving, got a bit of snapper for dinner, collected shells, and generally just had a really good time here. But it's time to head off, and next spot is in Paihia. We're going to spend a few days in Paihia and show the kids a bit of history. There's so much history there with Waitangi and Russell. So yeah, really looking forward to that. So we'll see you in Paihia, probably on the next episode, but yeah, that's where we're off to. Cheers, guys.